Guys, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So today we're going to do a kind of a follow-up video to the M11A1. This case, it's going to be the P229. This is the Elite in the titanium blue. So as you guys can see, really sharp looking gun. I mean, it's almost like you see like a metallic finish to it, but that's the anodization on this gun. And it is, again, one of my favorite SIGs. It is just a beauty gun. Again, not anything I'm going to shoot or carry often. I'm never going to carry it, as a matter of fact, pretty much. But when you kind of take a look at it, you can see why. I mean, it's just such a pretty gun. You can see the hoe grips on it here I put on there. It's got an SRT trigger. It's just really just a satisfying gun to own. It is something that I would recommend any of you buying. I'm going to give you an overview like I did on the M11A1 on the table so that you guys can take a look at it a little bit closer than me holding it up in the camera like this. But nonetheless, another great buy. Got a really good deal on it about a year ago. It's probably been about 8 to maybe 10 months. But I did buy this before I bought the M11A1. And again, I just got lucky. I wound up putting in 229 blue or blue 229 or something like that. And this came up. There were no other bids on it. This was the only bid and it was mine and I won it. And I've got to say there are absolutely no blemishes on it. It is absolutely in mint condition and it's just a beautiful gun. So we're going to take a look at it closer on the table. And then at the end of it, just let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear those comments, see the comments, read the comments. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It's up to you. And of course, share the videos to all of your friends. So let's go to the table. All right, so we're at the table here, guys. And one of the things you're going to see right away is that it is a very special looking pistol. This is a titanium blue Sig Sauer P229 Elite, and it is just a beauty of a gun. Obviously, the anodized frame makes it even, in my opinion, a little bit more unique than just a regular 229 Elite. It does have the SRT trigger standard, which is very cool. It also has the extended beaver tail and also the pick rail in the front. So it actually has a very, let me just try to zoom out here a second here. So it has a very nice feel in the hand. It's very comfortable. I have shot this gun. Although again, just like I disclosed with the M11, this is not going to be a carry piece, nor is it going to be a very used firearm. More than likely, this will go back in the safe, put a little bit of oil on the slide, a little bit more than it's on there now, and just let it sit there. This is a gun that I'm going to keep and pretty much just own it to own it because of the fact that it is so rare, the fact that it is very difficult to find these blue titanium frames like you see here. And there's really no point in trying to get this thing blemished up. I know some might say, well, it's a gun, just use it, it's a tool. And you're correct, they are all tools, but I have other tools that are meant for carry and meant for, you know, everyday use. But in my opinion, these are more of like a piece of art and a piece of kind of classic SIG history, I guess you could say. I also put the hoe grips on here, so they are different. The E2 grips come standard with this gun. They were okay. Didn't really like them too much. There's just kind of plasticky feel to them, but the G10 grips on this are pretty sweet, pretty awesome. And again, it doesn't really add a lot of bulk for the firearm. The trigger pull, I did change out the hammer spring in this. So I think, gosh, I can't remember what the poundage was on it, but it's definitely a lighter trigger pull than the M11, which has, I believe, a standard spring in it from when I bought it. But you can see it's just a little bit more reactive with the trigger pull, much easier to pull it. And then there's your SRT, just beautifully smooth, just a perfect trigger in my opinion. Overall, just a fantastic gun. This gun came to me via the used market. And again, the only person who bid on it, not exactly sure if when the person entered it into the bidding, if they, you know, labeled it incorrectly because the first word in it was blue. So it was blue Sig P229 Elite. And that's what I looked for. I was looking for a 229 blue. And when I found it, I bid on it. I was the only one who did. And I got it at a reasonable cost, comparatively speaking to some other firearms that aren't as unique as this one. Again, all steel magazine, goes in very easily, no issues. Doesn't really add anything to the grip in regards to the length. So it does work just really well. Gotta say, guys, I really love these classic SIGs. These are pretty awesome. Again, not a big fan of the 320s, but you know, they're okay, but I definitely like these much better. So leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think of the 229 Elite in the titanium blue. If you've ever seen one in the wild, I'd love to know where and how much it was costing, because this was under $1,000 and a little more pricier than the M11, but I got it for under $1,000. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Leave those comments down below and tell me what your thoughts are, man. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe, and as always, freedom is never free.